A longtime lawyer for President Trump warning him tonight that Michael Cohen will turn on him. Here's what Jay Goldberg told me moments ago about why Trump should be worried about his personal lawyer's criminal investigation.
I'm concerned about a person who's facing a lengthy prison term is likely to say those things which, in the witness's mind, would best position himself for a 5K1 letter, which would enable the government to recommend that he be shown leniency. That doesn't necessarily mean that he tells the truth.
Out front now, the attorney for Stormy Daniels, Michael Avenatti. And Michael, Goldberg obviously confident that Cohen is going to flip. Do you have any doubts that Cohen will turn on President Trump?
Absolutely none, and I haven't had any doubts for weeks. I first predicted that, I think, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I think that he now is on the bandwagon, if you will, along with a lot of other people. There's no doubt that he's going to flip. The choice of serving prison time versus flipping on the president is no choice at all for Michael Cohen. He's got a family. He's not going to want to abandon his family just to back the president. It makes no sense.
Now, the White House, of course, says there's no way that this will happen. And the president was asked about it today by reporters about Cohen flipping, and he basically didn't respond at all. Let me play it for you.
Are you worried he's not loyal?
Thank you, everybody. I hope you saw the crowds in Key West. They've never seen anything like that. It was really very inspirational.
Do you think, Michael, that the president has directly promised Michael Cohen that he will pardon him?
I think that, I don't know that he's directly promised it to him, but I think he may have alluded to it. But that's a false hope if Michael Cohen is banking on that, Aaron. And the reason is because they've effectively telegraphed that that's a possibility to prosecutors. And I have to believe that the Attorney General of New York will communicate with federal prosecutors as it relates to the charging decisions in order to guard against that. And what I mean by that is they are going to leave a window open for the New York AG to bring state charges against Michael Cohen. And Michael Cohen cannot get a pardon for those state charges from the president. It'll do him no good. So they've effectively shot themselves in the foot by even alluding to this or by people believing it ahead of time.
Now, Michael Cohen has done something pretty interesting and surprising, actually, today. He's dropped his libel lawsuits against BuzzFeed and Fusion GPS over the Russia dossier, right, which had allegations against him. And I've talked to him several times about that case. He always brings up the BuzzFeed situation. He was passionate about it. So dropping it is not a small thing for Michael Cohen. And his lawyer has said, OK, we're backing out because we need to focus on other matters, which presumably is the criminal investigation here in New York. Is there any chance, Michael, that you would consider settling your current case with Michael Cohen, given that they appear willing to do just that with almost anyone?
I don't think there's any chance, Aaron, because we will never settle this case. And when I say never, I mean exactly that. Never settle this case unless it involves full disclosure by Michael Cohen and the president about what really happened here relating to the agreement, the cover-up,
who knew what, when, what the president knew, right? You're talking about the full Monty here.
The full Monty. Without that, there will be no settlement. I will say this, though. Today, it appears that Michael Cohen is smarter than the president because Michael Cohen is cutting his losses on these other cases, appears to be focusing on our case and the criminal matter. It appears that he's focused where he needs to be. Meanwhile, the president is focused on the crowd size in Key West.
Now, as you know, there have been questions raised, right, about, for example, why you brought Stormy Daniels last week to the Michael Cohen hearing in New York, right? He's under criminal investigation here in New York. Here are what Josh Holmes, who was the former chief of staff to the Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, and Meghan McCain had to say about that. Here they are.
At this stage, clearly she wants to be on camera. There's no need for her at all to be at the courthouse yesterday.
It seems like a publicity stunt on some level. I mean, I think yesterday, because you didn't have anything to do with the case, it seemed a little like you were just trying to get attention.
What do you make of that criticism? Would it be better if Stormy Daniels and you stayed lower profile?
Well, Aaron, you didn't play my answer to Meghan McCain. I mean, I blew it out of the water when I gave my answer. And the answer was she absolutely was entitled to be there. The judge on Friday, the previous Friday, had stated that we effectively had standing to address the court. Look, here's the bottom line. People that are supportive of the president on the right are getting very, very concerned. And so now what they want to try to do is distract away from the issues, that claim that somehow all of this is a publicity stunt. They don't like it. They are worried, and they should be worried. And you know what? They're going to get more worried because the worst has yet to come.
The worst is yet to come?
Correct.
Anything specific you mean by that?
Well, I mean, Michael Cohen is going to be indicted. It is a near certainty, and it is a near certainty that he is going to roll over on the president. There's a lot of evidence, Aaron, I'll tell you that.
All right, Michael Avenatti, thank you very much. I appreciate your time tonight.
Thank you.